So go ahead and share your name with us.
My name is Denise Carter.
Hello, Denise. Let's go
Hello,
ahead and
Isis.
let's go ahead and just take a breath in. So today's been this really incredible day that we've worked to put together. And on, 2/24/24 on a full moon,
Love it.
I know, by the ocean, connecting with all peoples. We would love to hear a story from your life that you're willing to share. We get gifts in this human experience that are sometimes really tangible and sometimes intangible. And yet the transformation that it provides us can impact for eternity,
Okay.
right? So, were you willing to share a story of a time you were given a gift that was transformative?
Yes. So I'm born and raised in Oxnard. And the gift I have being a middle child is the gift of being a middle child. And I had to take care of my father who was suffering from cancer.
Mhm.
And he wanted desperately to have one more chemo treatment. And his doctor said, no, it won't help. So then came the conversation that he was not willing to have. And middle child had to encourage him that it was okay.
Mhm.
We had the conversation and we decided to go on hospice.
Mm.
That was in 2013. Middle child had siblings on the left and the right that didn't understand the journey. It was probably the most challenging thing that I had to deal with.
Mm.
But due to the fact that I work in home health and hospice, I was considered the Grim Reaper, the
Mm.
one who just wanted him to die. And that really wasn't what it was. I wanted him to have a better quality of life versus the quantity of life.
Mm.
And he was suffering.
Mm.
He had tubes and things that he stressed on every day.
Mm.
And the gift was the fact that we had willing participants, the hospice folks that came in and they helped him understand. And they brought books that
Mm.
nobody in my culture would wanted to read because they didn't want to accept it. And that was okay
Mhm.
because that's where they needed to start. But one day was my day to watch him on a weekend. And I had the opportunity to sit with him and I brought magazines because he'd watch Kung Fu and I just looked through newspapers and I saw an ad. And the ad said, become a comedian in 6 weeks for $350. And I said, Dad, I looked over at him. I said, I should become a comedian and talk about your kids. And he said, haha, you should do it. He was laying in his hospital bed. I could vividly see it right now.
Mm.
And I took that class. It was like in November, December of 2012. And when I graduated and I was able to do my first 8-minute show, my father saw that show before he passed away in May. So he lived a lot longer than 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Grateful, grateful, grateful
Mhm.
that every time he would talk to someone, he said, tell that to Denise, that's funny. And the gift, I've been doing stand-up comedy since 2013. It is 2024. Denise Carter has her own show this Thursday, and there is a digital billboard with my picture on it
Mm.
on the 101 freeway, north and south, that I was driving yesterday and said, I'm going to be up there one day. And I'd asked a friend of mine and I saw it yesterday. She said, we could probably get it up there next week. So
Mm.
I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I appreciate it. And the gift was, I am on that sign and I saw it yesterday and I cried.
Mm.
And I wish my dad could have seen it.
Mm.
But I know he's in spirit
Mm.
and he's watching. And I have his show. And I'm going to give it the best I've got because it's all me. And
Yeah.
it's because the gift that he gave me was the gift of laughter.
Mm.
And it was okay because it was a journey that he was on. And I am so grateful to the people who made it possible. And even being here,
Yeah.
it wasn't something that I thought I would be doing out the beach today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that I'm sitting here telling you the story now
Yeah.
because every one of us are going to have to go through this journey.
Mhm.
I'm just grateful that I was able to go through the journey
Yeah.
in 2013 with him and watch him go through all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, my mother passed in 2020. She told me 7 days before she passed, if my maker comes and get me, let me go. And I thought, why are you saying that? And she died 7 days later. But we tried to take her to the hospital because she wasn't feeling good. And our therapist said, she should go to the hospital. And she refused. And we all went to Shumash the next day to celebrate our spouses' birthdays. My brother and my sister and I, we were not around. And guess what happened? She passed away.
She waited.
She waited
until you were all
until we were gone. So the gift I have is a gift of so many people and the journey, and to be able to do this in this taco truck. Taco truck. I am grateful.
Oh, I'm so grateful too.
And I know that we are at the end of this, and I'm just grateful, Isis, that you let me tell my story, and I can shed a tear because I know I'm doing what I needed to do today.
Yes.
So
same here. Thank you.
And I'm grateful for the star.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm just grateful for everybody. I can't even talk anymore.
That's okay. Let's go ahead and take a breath in.